Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Robinhood Takeflight presents Takeflight. We'll see what this is about. Okay. Jeez, my speech in the first 2 seconds has been terrible. Luckily, I'm not the one doing the talking. It'll be Vlad on stage talking about some of the potential new products that they're working on. Now, the stream is going right now. They are talking about Robinhood Ventures. Now, no one's on screen, but that's what they're displaying right now, is Robinhood Ventures, their first IPO, which is going to include a basket of investments. Let's see if we can pop this on screen here and have a look. Okay. So let me just build this for one quick second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the stock on screen, because usually during these events, we end up having some pretty explosive movements in the stock. So let me go ahead and get that ready as well. There we go. Change that to hood. And boom. All right. So what this will show here in the next couple of minutes is the Robinhood event. So we'll be listening to that. Whenever we do go ahead and do that, yeah, nice shirt. Yeah, I know, right? I'm all decked out for Robinhood. I'm a super fan of this company. Top 5 holding in my portfolio. The only things that we know right now is that it's expected to be some sort of family finance event, as well as something to have to do with travel. They've put out a couple different videos, so I can show you this here. The most recent event was, oh, actually, you know what? They just posted one just now. Oh, gosh. It shows, I don't know what this is. Is this 24/7 markets or something? I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at this really quick and then see what maybe we can pull from this. The actual call will be here in 2 minutes. Let me put this up on stage. Okay, let's have a look. And let's get... So it's just playing music as well. I'm just not going to play the music just yet. Vlad looks up at the clock. 7:30 p.m. tonight. Takeflight. Wearing some nice sweater with animals all over it, which makes me think international expansion. But I also can't believe that they would do an event to show off international expansion. I mean, all the U.S. customers, that would be more like an investor day. Or if you're going to essentially go to those places, then, you know, show off that, like if you're going to open up in the Philippines or open up in Canada, then do that event in that area. So then the people who are there would celebrate that, new product. They're also launching some crypto boosts between now and March 25th. Those have been going on for maybe a week or so already. So I don't know if that is the news either. There was another, where is it? There was another video that they ended up showing off of people running through an airport, but it didn't show too much. The only thing that I could see is that there was a sign that said they were running past an airline, and the airline was called Robinhood Air. So maybe expect a product or something that is Robinhood Air. But I could see some comments in chat. They're going to start an airline. I don't know about that. They're in a very high margin business right now. I don't know if they'd want to give that up to enter into the airline space. Okay, let's quickly switch over as well. This is what is on screen right now for the live stream. So, yeah, let me also just make sure that this is taking up the full screen here. Okay, great. Perfect. So this is the way that we're going to be essentially seeing things. can you turn off comments on the actual live stream? This is those are our comments for the chat. But if you guys prefer to just stare at the screen, I can also do it like this as well. That's perfectly fine as well. What do you guys suggest? Do you guys want to run a poll on that? And this is about to start any second here. Let me check the volume. Okay, here we go.
Flight is about to take off.
I'm just going to mute the music here for a second, but they said that final boarding. They're also playing music here. Okay, let's jump in.
I'm so sorry. We just closed the gate.
What the? Got to be kidding me.
But there is a flight leaving on Robinhood Air in, 1 hour.
What's Robinhood Air?
Well, I could book you standby with us tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Actually, tell me more about Robinhood Air.
They're that new airline everyone's been talking about. They're eating into our business. The scuttlebutt around the airport is that we're gonna have to be merged into a bigger airline. I shouldn't be telling you this. It's probably best to ask them directly. They're at gate R1. Just follow the Takeflight signs. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Robinhood Air. Are you excited for the trip today? That's great. I'm Q. I'll be your gate agent this evening. Some of you might remember me from my last position at TD Ameritrade Airlines before they were gobbled up by a large legacy carrier. Boo. Now I'm here at Robinhood and very excited to tell you about Robinhood Air. Oh, here comes our travelers. No need to rush, just grab a seat. We'll be with you shortly. I see you're traveling as a family, which is great because we actually have something very special for you today. And I'm not talking about flight pins or a bag of peanuts. That's a legacy carrier thing. You're going to hear more about what the future looks like. Now, you might be wondering, what are the advantages of having a financial services company be your air carrier? To tell you about it, I'd like to introduce you to the man keeping this bird in the sky tonight, your pilot for the evening, Vlad Tenev.
Thank you, Q, for all your hard work keeping our flights on time, our crew members happy, our passengers safe. And thanks to all of you for flying Robinhood Air. We're on a journey together, a financial journey. And even though we're here now together in this airport lounge, what's amazing is that everyone has a different destination. Some of you might be saving for a retirement trip. Others might be looking forward to a safe and fun family vacation. And some of you are very frequent flyers, taking multiple round trips per day in some of our high-performance jets. And that's the great thing about Robinhood Air. It gives you a wide variety of aircraft and destinations to choose from. Has anyone been to the Grand Canyon with their family before? Me too. I have as well. I remember going there on a road trip with my parents when I was a kid. And you know, one of my big regrets is that I didn't really pay attention to the Grand Canyon. I just wanted to be on the Game Boy the whole time playing Donkey Kong. I don't even remember what the Grand Canyon looks like. So I'm looking forward to taking my own children there so that I can see it for the first time and so that they can not see it and not remember it. And hopefully, in 50 to 60 years, when they're out of the house and maybe have kids of their own, they'll do the same. You know, maybe that's the great allegory of how we think about finances. You know, you try to teach your kids about it and keep them engaged, but really you're going to be doing all of the work, at least for a little while. And then 20 years later, maybe you realize they've been paying more attention than you thought, and now they want to teach their own kids. And the hope is that this continues for generations and generations. And that's what we mean when we talk about multi-generational financial services. So today, we're unveiling a whole new Robinhood, one that gets better when your entire family is on it, and one that stays with you, hopefully your children and your children's children, throughout this great financial journey that we call life. It's something I've been thinking a lot about since the launch of our first family product, the Robinhood Gold Card. It's one of the few credit cards that seamlessly lets you add your spouse and your children, even your parents or caregivers, and a lot of our users have been doing just that. It's pretty amazing. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to kick off our product announcements with some updates to the Gold Card, including a few new features for our frequent flyers, literally, whether you're on a solo mission or traveling with the whole family. So please give a warm welcome to your chief purser for the journey, Deepak Rao.
Thank you, Vlad, and thank you, everyone. I love being in New York. The last time I was here, we actually announced the Gold Card in our very, very first event. The Gold Card has been one of the most successful credit card launches in recent history, so I want to start by telling you how much it's being used today. We ended the last year with our customers spending over $10 billion on the credit card annually, and we're only just getting started. Now, in all my years of building consumer products, and my gray beard is going to attest to that, I have come to realize that we as consumers are divinely discontent. With the Gold Card, we built the most rewarding credit card on the market. We gave you 3% cash back across the board. Not only that, we also made some with solid gold, real gold, 24-karat gold, all kinds of gold. But just within 1 year, our most hardcore customers started coming to us and asking us, hey, what else is next? So we spoke to these customers. These folks travel very frequently. They dine out a lot. And it's regular for them to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on a credit card every year. In one particular case, we had a customer. They might still be here, but they tried to buy a satellite, a literal satellite on their credit card, but their credit card limit wasn't large enough. So yeah, that's Silicon Valley for you all. So we stepped up to the challenge, obviously, and we designed a product and a card that we believe is the best premier card on the market. The card is so cool that if James Bond was around today, he would want it as well. And we'll talk about James Bond in a little bit. And that's the kind of vibe that we're going for. And speaking of vibe, we love gold. We love the color. We love the material. So we asked ourselves, OK, what is even rarer than gold? And the answer was obvious. Introducing the Robinhood Platinum Card. Thank you all. And unlike our competitors, we're not going to give you a platinum card with no platinum inside it. This one is going to be the first actual platinum card with 99.9% pure platinum. The rest, 0.1%, is my blood, sweat, and tears, but we're going to talk about that another time. Now I'm going to tell you all the incredible benefits we have lined up about the card and how easy it is to get one. I'm going to go grab my phone and show you all. OK, let's see. Can you all see my screen? Yes. OK, cool. This is my Robinhood banking app. You'll see my Gold Card here. I have a $10,000 credit limit. And here's my invitation for the Platinum Card. I'm going to click here. You're going to see this cool animation. We have the best design team on the planet, so you'll see a lot of cool things from here onwards. The Platinum Card has up to 5x higher limits than the Gold Card. So I'm going to click on Reveal Limit and see what kind of limit I'll get. So I'm going to click here. It's going to do its thing. There's another animation, and boom. Just like that, it's a $100,000 limit. So it's a pretty cool limit for someone like me. But if you're even cooler, let's say like Vlad, he's going to get $1 million limit. I'm not there yet, so we're going to stick with our 100K and see what else I have to offer. So I'm going to start talking about the benefits. So I'm going to click on benefits and start with dining. It was important for us, especially in places like New York, that the Platinum Card is the most rewarding card for dining. So with Platinum Card, you get 5% cash back on dining. And when I say dining, I also mean takeout and delivery. Yes, you're all welcome. That's what I dine on. And not only that, we will also give you $500 of annual DoorDash credits, as well as $200 DoorDash and restaurant credits. So this will make Platinum one of the most rewarding dining cards out there. OK, I'm going to move to travel next. Now, our customers are frequent flyers. They fly frequently and often. So we wanted to break the 3% cashback barrier in this case. With the Platinum card, you get 5% back on flights and 10% back on hotels. Yes, I think somebody liked it, so I'll let them clap. Thank you. So with the 5 and 10%, it's the first time we're breaking the 3% barrier here as well. And we want you to travel in style. So with the Platinum card, you will get unlimited lounge access. You will also get TSA Pre or global entry. And you get about $800 of annual travel and hotel credit. So you can always say yes to an upgrade. This is all about travel and dining. And this is where all the legacy cards end. In their mind, when you're building a premium card, premier benefits are all about dining and travel. But that's not true for our customers. Health is a huge priority for our customers. So we built one of the most comprehensive health benefits and wellness benefits for our customers. And you're going to get memberships of 3 kinds here. You'll get an Aura membership, a Function Health membership, as well as an Amazon One Medical. That will make this one of the most complete and comprehensive health and wellness cards out there. This is something I'm personally very excited by. OK, I'm going to round this off with one final benefit. So we not only want you to travel in style, but we also want you to arrive in style. So with the card, you're going to get about $250 of annual autonomous credit, because that's how James Bond likes to travel, we think. So that's how you're going to get it. That's it. These are all the benefits. If you summarize all of this, this is about $3,000 of annual value every year. I'm going to show you how easy it is to upgrade from here and how the flow looks like. So I'm going to click Upgrade. It's going to do its thing. I love this animation. Boom. OK, these are all the main benefits again. So it's about $3,000 of annual value, 5% back on dining and flights, and 10% on hotels and cars. All this for $695 annual fee, which will pay for itself even if you don't use the card that much. I'm going to review the terms, agree to the terms. It's going to do its thing again. And that's it. The card is ready to be shipped. Here's my shipping address. If you're ever in SF, you can come by here and get coffee at my house. Going to confirm my address for now. And that's it. The card is on its way. I'll come back, and my app is now upgraded to the Platinum experience. And you'll notice I have a $100,000 limit. Thank you. I will now show you how easy it is to access these perks. Unlike other legacy cards, they make you jump through so many hoops to get access to these benefits. But we want to do that right for you in the app. So you can access all these benefits and perks on your fingertips. It will be super easy for you to track how much you have used so far. And since travel is such a huge part of this entire experience, we're going to make it very, very easy for you to book a flight or a hotel directly in the app. Let me show you how easy it is to book a flight. I'm going to click here. So I live in the Bay Area, so we're going to fly back home next week. I'm going to pick business because I'm a Platinum card holder, and that's what I'd like to travel. So we'll click Search. This is the final animation. This is my favorite one. Boom, that's it. So all the flights are here, from United to Delta to JetBlue. They're all here. Let's pick the 7 a.m. United one so I can go get to see my kids before they take a nap, and click Confirm and Proceed. This is all the family. Some of these names are obviously dumb, like Mama Rao, but you can ignore that. We'll press Continue. And then I'll confirm the booking. And that's it. You're going to get 5% back on this purchase. That's how easy it is. I booked my entire flight end to end. That's the Platinum card for you also. If you don't remember anything, just remember 3 things. Extraordinary limits, extraordinary rewards, and of course, extraordinary style. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. We will begin boarding shortly for families with small children and those needing extra assistance, as well as for our Platinum members. Yes, that's right. Some of you may have noticed a Platinum designation on your boarding pass. What that means is you're in the first boarding group for Platinum card invites. So you'll get access before everyone else. And, of course, one of the perks of being me is I get the first one. What you have here is the first Platinum card, and it's annoyingly heavy, which is exactly how our Platinum members are going to love it. And if you're watching on live stream, we've selected 15,000 of our gold card holders for early access to the platinum card. You're going to get a notification immediately after the keynote. And when we set out to build this card, we really imagined that if James Bond had a credit card, Q would give him this one. So we think you're really going to love it. All right. I do want to let you know that we're probably going to encounter some turbulence on this flight, particularly as we're flying over the Rockies. Is there anyone here who gets a little panicky when there's turbulence? It's okay. Me too, to be honest. You might wonder, how did this guy become a pilot? Well, at least for me, I realized that the fear is ultimately about a loss of control. So what I did was I learned how the airplane worked. And ultimately, I got licensed by FINRA with my SIE Series 7, 63, and 3 financial licenses. But I know what you're thinking. I don't have time to go through all of that, maybe not the interest either. So for the rest of you, Robinhood Air has got you covered as well. You don't all have to become financial pilots because we have our own state-of-the-art autopilot system, Robinhood Strategies, where we combine cutting-edge technology with our licensed investment professionals who are here to ensure you stay calm and safely on track to your destination. So if you want to sit back and let us manage your investments for you, you can rest easy with our regular insights that explain what's going on in the market and also what we're doing about it. We're really proud of our industry-leading passenger experience and our product reliability. In fact, I'd like to take a moment to talk about some recent recognition that we've received. This is our first time talking about this publicly, and it's my great honor to share it with you all today first. We were recently awarded the J.D. Power and Associates Award for overall customer satisfaction.
She's gorgeous.
For our DIY digital wealth management experience. God, I love this thing. It's so heavy.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes. You know, when Q joined our flight crew, one of the first things we dreamed about was one day winning this award. We felt like we were very, very far away from being accepted by the industry to such a degree. It's quite aspirational, really.
We wrote the acceptance speech 4 years ago.
The industry didn't take us very seriously back then. So, to ensure your overall customer satisfaction continues on today's flight, it's my pleasure to introduce your cabin crew for the evening, starting with Steph Guild, who's in the aircraft right now. You might be able to see her through the window. She has an update for you all on today's travel conditions and also the new features you can expect from Robinhood Strategies. So why don't we check in with Steph?
Thanks, Vlad. I'm here on our Starliner L1649A, making sure everything is ready for our customers. First things first, we always start with the macro conditions, so we know what to expect throughout this flight. This time last year, we launched Robinhood Strategies, providing tailored, expert-managed portfolios and advice. It's the first time Robinhood has stepped out of self-directed investing and given you access to the wealth management experience. We so appreciate the trust you've placed in us and are now managing over $1 billion in assets. Actually, it's now over $1.5 billion. Next month, the results of our first year will be in, and we're excited to soon share our returns against benchmarks. But you know, a plane like this can't fly without full integrity. So we recently integrated 2 important features requested by our customers. First, more insights on returns. Last year, I shared the story of the client that had one question every time we met. Did you make me money or lose me money? There are multiple ways to answer that question. So we built a breakdown of your returns, and by tapping Compare, you'll find time-weighted returns compared to your benchmark. Just like the radar in this plane, you can now see all the views of returns for your portfolio. Second, tax loss harvesting. A lot of tax loss harvesting services just execute the same thing no matter what your situation is. We now allow you to have a say in what happens with year-end precision. Every year during harvesting season, if there are losses to take, we walk you through available options based on what we see, so you have the opportunity to customize the outcome that's best for you, like this. If we don't hear from you, we'll take care of it and automatically harvest losses against gains in your managed account. Speaking of taxes, we've heard from a lot of people who want to transfer their outside portfolios to strategies, but they're worried the transition to the portfolio we recommend may result in unplanned taxes. No one likes a surprise tax bill. Well, good news. Introducing Tax-Aware Transfers, a new service for strategies clients. Let me show you. After receiving your assets and cost basis showing potential gains, you'll be invited to review what the transition will look like for you at the top of your dashboard. Tap Get Started, and you'll be presented with the details like this, including estimated taxes based on your stated income. And because we're here to guide you, we provide an alternative option to further reduce the estimated gains, allowing you to transfer some high gain stocks out to your self-directed account temporarily. Or if you're still not seeing what you need, you can customize what happens next by tapping on Set Target. By moving this slider, you can tell us the amount of gains that you're comfortable taking along with estimated taxes. I'll move this to 5K. We'll calculate what is needed to get you where you want to be tax-wise. Once you've decided, tap Confirm, and we'll take it from here. Now you can consolidate with us with confidence. And finally, we're working on the ability to open multiple managed individual accounts, so you can have us manage different goals for you. In the meantime, don't forget, for our Gold members flying with us, unlike other investment managers, your management fees per account are capped at the 100K mark. In assets. That means no fee for every dollar above that. But that's not all we're doing for our Gold members. I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, Brooke Beckoff, to share some exciting new updates.
Thanks, Steph. Hi, I'm Brooke, and I'm in charge of the Robinhood Gold cabin on this aircraft. Some of you may be wondering what that is. That's our version of first class, except here, it doesn't cost thousands of dollars. It's just $5 a month. Basically the price of a cup of coffee, and not that gross airline coffee our competitors serve. For the last 9 years, Gold has helped you save, spend, and invest like the top 1%. Now, to celebrate our 10th anniversary, Gold is going to help you live like the top 1% too. Welcome to your all-new Gold Rewards Suite. Starting later this month, all members will see a revolving section in the Robinhood app with some incredible new in-flight services that will completely upgrade your Gold experience. Let me give you a sneak peek of what you'll have in your app soon. There's a lot to cover, and I don't want to spoil too much, so let's go through these at jet speed. We'll be dropping tickets to some of the world's most exclusive events, free for Gold members who claim them in time. There's also access to cool services from our partners, like food delivery. I'm not a math major, but the offer I see here looks like it will cover your Gold subscription all by itself. Then there's the brand new Gold Collection, a hand-curated selection of high-end goods just for our members. There's been a lot of talk about precious metals today, and we just might have some for you at a special price. And finally, my favorite, free crypto, just for being a Gold member, which we'll be offering monthly for as long as corporate will allow us to keep running this. You can claim an entire coin, including favorites like Ethereum, Doge, and even Bitcoin. Just hit claim to unbox your mystery coin. And what's really cool about this is it gives me exposure to a new asset that I've never traded before. Wow, that felt like we walked through an entire SkyMall magazine in just a minute. So if somehow I haven't convinced you yet that it's totally worth joining Robinhood Gold, let me remind you about some limited time offers we're running for Gold members until March 25th. When you transfer your assets into Robinhood from your existing brokerage, you'll earn a 2% match on every dollar you bring and 3% for transfers that include $10,000 or more of margin. And every dollar you deposit earns you an entry to receive life-changing rewards to build your future. We're giving away cash for a home down payment, $150,000 towards student loans, and 2,000 solid Gold bars. So, I look forward to welcoming you to the upgraded Robinhood Gold experience, making its way to our passengers later this month. I'll hand things off now to my colleague Sam Nordstrom, who has something exciting to share for all Robinhood users.
Thanks, Brooke. One of the best feelings about flying is finding out you're getting to your destination early. And here at Robinhood Air, we try to run our planes ahead of schedule because faster just feels better. This shows up everywhere we build. Faster trading, faster deposits, faster data and insights. And whenever we find something that isn't as fast as it should be, we dig in. Recently, we've been hearing about one area that still has a need for speed: dividends. Our customers have been telling us that they want faster access to these funds. So we decided to open up the hood and see what we could do. We're going to get a little technical here, so if you're not a dividend hound, bear with me. Here's how dividends work today. First, there's the declaration date, when the company announces the dividend and the expected payout timing. Then comes the ex-dividend date. You need to own the stock before this date to be eligible. A day later is the record date, when the company determines exactly who will receive the dividend and how much. And finally, typically 2 to 3 weeks after that, there's the payment date, when the dividend is paid to us to distribute to our customers. What we heard that some of you wanted was simple: access to your dividends earlier on the payment date. Most brokerages, including us, process dividends on the payment date and settle them into customers' accounts by the end of the day, around 8:30 p.m. But our customers wanted access in the morning, around 9 a.m., so that they could trade, reinvest, or use that money for expenses. And this makes sense, and we could have just done this, stopping where other brokerages do. But looking at this picture, does something seem a little strange to you? There are typically weeks between the record date, when we already know who's getting paid and how much, and the payment date. This gap is a lot bigger than the difference between 9 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. So instead of just making this a little bit better, we decided to make it a whole lot better. Today, we're introducing early dividends. Early dividends is the first and only product that gives you full, unrestricted access to your dividends, days or even weeks before the payment date. This means that you'll get real cash deposits after the record date, up to 1 month before you can anywhere else, for all supported stocks to do whatever you want with. Reinvest with DRIP, trade something else, use it to pay expenses. It's up to you. All you need to do is hold your eligible dividend-paying stocks at Robinhood. And starting in April, you'll get access to your dividends an average of 17 days earlier than on any other platform. And we're just getting started. Later this year, we'll be rolling out the product that you asked for at Hood Summit, a comprehensive, best-in-class dividend tracker as a part of our commitment to being the best platform for dividend investors. All right, looks like this plane is ready for takeoff. Let's check back in with our pilot.
Thank you, Sam.
Honestly, think about the amount of people. Think about the amount of people that'll switch because of that.
As you said in the audience today, see a few dividend hounds. We think you're really going to enjoy getting your dividends earlier, 17 days earlier on average. Hopefully you see this as one more big reason you'd be at a disadvantage flying on any other carrier. In fact, I heard that when one of the other competing pilots from another carrier found out about this, he freaked out and accidentally made the oxygen masks fall off on the aircraft. By the way, if that happens, put it on yourself before helping minors and other passengers. All right, I know you're all impatiently waiting to board, but first, I'd like to share a little bit about myself, your humble pilot. As I'm sure you can imagine, I love Robinhood and I love what we do. I don't think there's a better place for your finances than right here. However, when we first launched to the public more than 11 years ago, I was a solo traveler. Since then, my life has changed. And probably the most important way in which it's changed is I've gotten married and had children. So today, there are relatively few personal financial decisions in my life. Pretty much all of them are family decisions. And now that I'm on this journey with my family, I've unfortunately had to use other brokers. And that's been a frustrating experience for me, not just as a pilot, but also as a customer. Feels like they rip me off every chance they get with their hidden fees and trying to upsell me their proprietary products. Not to mention, those other brokerages, they're not known for using the best or the latest technology. So I don't feel safe having my family's assets there. A lot of our original customers who grew up with us, now have their own children, have also had to open accounts at other brokerages. They've been feeling the same pain points, asking when we can expand what we offer to meet their growing needs. Some of you actually brought your family members today. Love seeing that. In fact, my family's here as well. Look at them. Look at that beautiful family. I don't want to have to use another financial firm with them anymore. So last year, I gave my team a challenge. I want to be able to store all of my family's finances on Robinhood. So why don't we see how they're doing on that challenge so far? Please welcome to the stage the first officer of Robinhood Air, Abhishek Fatapuria.
Thanks, Vlad. How's it going?
Great to see you. How's it going with you?
I think they're going pretty well, except I still haven't gotten my platinum card, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to find Deepak later.
Well, that's interesting, but I meant how are things going with that family challenge I gave you?
My bad. I actually have an update on that as well. So let's talk about how Robinhood can help you and your family. When we took a look at the rest of the brokerage market, we saw that while other platforms had a lot of the tools and accounts that families needed, they felt disconnected, clunky, and frankly, when you open those apps, they just look like a long list of accounts with nothing special that a family like yours deserves. So we took a look and we disassembled all the family-focused features a brokerage could offer and rebuilt it inside of Robinhood into what we think is the most cohesive, intuitive family investing experience. So I'd like to introduce you and all of our fellow travelers to Robinhood for Families. Very exciting. I'm very excited about this one. So we've got a lot to show you, so we're going to jump straight in. I would love to demo all this for you, but unfortunately, I'm still single, so I can't demo all this. But I do know that you've been dying to get your family onto Robinhood, so let's do things a little bit differently for a change and have you drive the demo.
All right, happy to do it. And by the way, you're always welcome to spend the holidays with us, Abhishek.
Thanks, Vlad. I appreciate the invite.
Maybe we can pull up your Hinge profile and tweak it a little bit, yeah?
Let's not do that today. We are, in fact, not launching Robinhood Dating today.
No, but that's a great idea, though.
Maybe one day, with Robinhood for Families and Robinhood Social coming together, something could work out.
A true financial super app, perhaps.
A true super app. But for the purposes of this, we figured you probably didn't want to broadcast all of your account balances to the world. I also know that you have like 34 different trust accounts. So we set that phone up over there with a subset of your accounts that you can share.
I appreciate that.
So why don't you open up Robinhood and go to the last tab?
Okay, looks like we're linked up.
So you guys can cheer if you want, but this is the first feature we wanted to show you as part of Robinhood for Families. We call it the portfolio overview. It's a great way for you to track all of your accounts on Robinhood, including your accounts at other brokerages. You can see a breakdown by your investments by account type, so retirement, Vlad's individual investments here, and he can also see the diversification across asset classes from one unified place inside the Robinhood app. And I'm pleased to share that the portfolio overview will be rolling out to all customers in the coming days.
I love the name, by the way. I love playing with these little portfolio chunks, too. Look at that.
Yeah, I could see you were totally locked in there. But I'm really excited about this one. I've been using it for a few months now. But then our team took a look, and we asked ourselves, what's the family-enhanced version of the portfolio overview? So why don't you tap that top right family icon and navigate to the Family Hub. Here, you'll be able to see your finances organized by your family members.
All right, so I'm tapping this thing with the green dot here.
So as you can see, you've got all of your accounts organized by owner. And because you already have a Robinhood joint account and a joint Robinhood banking account, those get automatically categorized under you and Selena.
Very cool. Yeah, there it is. So many accounts, though. I think I need Cortex to help me manage them. When's that coming?
It's not this year, but maybe at a different time. But the other thing we learned when we talked to families and about their experience managing finances was that every family has unique needs when managing their finances. Some manage their finances separately, some do so jointly, and some are somewhere in between. So this brings us to our next feature, account sharing, built first class for the flexibility that families need today.
I like what you did there. First class.
We are at an airport terminal after all. So why don't you go ahead and invite your wife to the Family Hub? You'll see which accounts you want to share with some custom permissions.
All right, let's see. Invite Selena. Ooh, nice animation.
Our design team cooked with that one.
Yeah, they're cooking. Okay, let's see what we've got. Well, we trust each other, so I'm good with everything. Maybe not that one.
Which one's that?
YOLO. She doesn't need to see that.
I wonder what's going on there. You'll also notice that you can give her view-only permissions or give her permission to trade and deposit and withdraw.
Okay. No option for only deposit? Seems like that would be useful, no?
Unfortunately not. Family finance is a two-way street on Robinhood.
Okay. Of course I was kidding. I'll give her access to all of that. I will agree to this stuff.
So once you're done, you'll see a QR code that she can just scan, or you can text the link to.
Voila. Oh, fortunately, Selena is here in the audience right now, and it looks like she's already on her phone.
And
do you want to scan the QR code?
For those of you who pulled your phone out, I saw one person over there. It would be nice to be a part of Vlad's family, but the QR code will not work because you don't have the feature yet.
It's a shame because I always wanted a really big family.
So, Selena, once you have that scanned, you'll go through a flow similar to Vlad's invite to accept it. So this is what it looks like from Selena's phone. She'll get invited. She'll see what accounts Vlad has shared, so not the YOLO one. She'll continue. She'll be able to make those decisions for herself, for her own accounts. So what are you thinking?
Everything except the Bank of America account.
Okay. It's good to have a little bit of separation.
Sure, yeah.
So now let's just decide which accounts you want to let Vlad trade or move money in.
Everything.
She really trusts you.
It's good. Surprised she's not reading all that fine print there.
So, great. Selena has now joined the family.
Finally.
Wow.
So, Vlad, let's get back to your phone. You should have received an update.
Okay.
Let's hit that X on the top left.
All right, tapping
You should
that.
see something.
Oh, there we go. 3 accounts. Let's see what's going on here. Cool. Looks like I can see her accounts now. And my decade-plus long ploy to figure out what's going on in that Bank of America account has been foiled again. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. So for the audience, if you look at their phones, you'll notice that their family hubs are virtually identical, except for Vlad's YOLO account and Selena's Bank of America account. And I'll let them sort that out once they get back home. So Selena, I'd like to thank you again for helping with this demo.
Thank you.
Thanks. I promise this may be the last time.
So, there are a few other really cool features that account sharing now enables. For one thing, you can manage your portfolio diversification across your entire family's accounts. So why don't you take a look at where you might be overinvested?
Yeah, that was this fun little tab here, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, I don't know. Let's see. Looks like we might be a little overinvested in Apple, don't you think?
So you can decrease your position in that.
Oh. Looks like it can also decrease Selena's position. Is that what's happening?
Because Selena gave you access to her retirement account, you should be able to trade there too. But
That's
before
pretty
you
cool.
get too excited, she will get notified if you trade. So I would talk to her first.
Look at that. Okay, I guess we'll decide as a family later, yeah?
Cool. So far, Robinhood for Families, we've walked through 3 things: the portfolio overview, the family hub, and account sharing. But I don't think we're done yet. Last time I checked, you both had children.
You're right.
So, how are you planning for their future?
Well, that's a deep question. I'm trying to teach them math right now with
That's
some
a pretty
success.
good investment. I think Niall was telling me E equals MC squared backstage, so it seems like he's learning something.
Yeah, that wasn't for me.
But obviously, I'm talking about setting up investment accounts for kids. So I'm pleased to share today that we're also rolling out custodial accounts to all eligible customers on Robinhood. Very exciting. So why don't you pick your favorite child, and we will open a custodial account for them.
Of course, they're all my favorites. Even the one that's not here, he probably had a short fuse.
All right. So which one are we picking? We should start with the one.
Okay. Niall, how do you feel about opening an account? Looks like you're dressed for the occasion.
He seems excited.
Okay.
So why don't you go back to the Family Hub, scroll down, and let's add a family member.
All right. Let's do it.
The flow's pretty intuitive, so I'm going to let you figure it out from here, and I'm here if you need me.
All right. So manage account, family members, add a child. Okay. And let's see. So I'm going to put in his information. I'll open a custodial account. You know, it's cool to see that I can have it managed by Robinhood Strategies. I think that's a very nice feature. But since I'm a pilot, I'll fly it myself.
Do it.
Do I want to transfer one in? Let's say no.
All right. So we're going to take the phone off screen while you enter his SSN.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
And let's get this account opened.
Let's do, what is his date of birth? Okay.
How old are you, Niall? 6. Does that help?
All right. Okay, looks like I'm confirming where we both live. It's a pretty quick process. Oh, looks like I can choose a transfer age. I think we can bring the phone back. Can I say 35?
So fortunately for Niall, he will get his money a little bit earlier than that because we have to go with one of the options the states allow.
Okay, you're in luck, Niall. 20. Let's do 20.
All right, let's sign these agreements and get this account opened.
Okay, review, agree, and agree again. You know, Niall, a lot of work is happening behind the scenes here to get you investing. So let's see, opening the account. Oh, look at that. You're all set.
We got an investment account for you now.
All set to start saving for your future. Okay, maybe I'll fund it later, yeah?
Actually, why don't I fund it? So,
oh, very generous of you.
This is actually my favorite new feature of Robinhood for Families. One of the most effective ways to help your child grow their wealth is to gift them assets every year. And we've built what we think is the most seamless gifting experience on the market today. So let's get Niall started with the gift.
I'm really happy to see you're finally pulling your weight as a part of this family.
Just trying my best. So why don't you click Get Started on that custodial account and create his gifting link.
I see it. It's pulling me in. Oh, look at that. Let others contribute to Niall's future. Okay. So let's see. What do we have here? I can select the assets he can receive as gifts. Maybe I'll just select all of that. That all looks good, right?
I think he wants everything.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Okay. So.
And for those of you that can't see, we don't want to spoil Niall too much, so the QR code is blurred out.
I appreciate that. Parenting is hard these days, you know?
But I will scan it. We'll make sure you leave your app. I was going to gift Apple, but it seems like you're overinvested.
Oh, good call.
So we'll do Tesla instead. Do $250. We'll continue. Maybe we pick the car. That's a pretty cool illustration.
I like the little dinosaur too.
Type in my name. You may never need to learn how to drive.
I hope he does.
And this is my favorite part of Robinhood gifting. I actually don't even need to have a Robinhood account, even though, trust me, I do have one. And I don't need to own the stock to send the gift. I can just punch in my debit card details or use Apple Pay.
It's pretty awesome.
And the gift's on its way. And Vlad, if you don't like the gift I picked, you can always change it.
Well, I know Niall has some strong opinions on the market right now, so maybe I'll consult with him. What do you think? You want to come up on stage, Niall?
Let's get him up here.
And how about Nora, too? Nora, why don't you come up on stage? Let's just make sure we're not doing anything crazy, okay? Keep him out of trouble.
He seems so excited.
All right.
Woo! All right.
Oh.
So is the gift there?
It looks like Uncle Abhishek sent Niall a gift.
Wait, before you do that, why don't we switch back to your device on the big screen so everyone.
Oh, yeah. Device number
take a
2,
look.
yep.
Yes.
Can we see it? I have proof it's here.
Can we? Perfect.
Oh, look at that. See, that's a very nice, delightful notification. Okay. Let me tap on that. Open it. Let's see.
You get it open?
Oh,
It's not
no.
on the live stream.
Did the
Oh, there you go.
Is it a battery issue? Okay.
Why don't we try the other?
Maybe I'll try. Oh, is it here? Sorry, you know, I'm very poor at technology sometimes.
Well, usually you don't have to do these demos. Well, why don't we get back to device? Find
So many devices, so little time.
Do you see the push notification that we saw?
Well, Niall, you're going to have to trust us on this. Uncle Abhishek got you some Tesla. How do you feel about it?
I prefer Google instead.
You like Google? What do you think?
That's a smart kid.
You're fine with whatever? Well, maybe back home we can change it for you. I do think that's possible. And this is my daughter, Nora.
So let's give another round of applause for them. So, what do you think, Vlad?
I think you've made some good progress.
Aside from the little glitch.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for coming up. I think you've made some good progress. There's always more work to be done, but it does look like things are functioning and I can get my kids' portfolios on Robinhood. So I think overall, very nice job, Abhishek. But I still also have a bunch of trust accounts linked to other brokers. So when do you think I can open a trust account directly on Robinhood?
That's actually coming later this year, but you have it now on your device.
Do I?
If you hit Manage Family, you should be able to see something there.
Oh, look at that. I see some good stuff in there.
So, as you can see, you'll be able to open trust accounts on Robinhood or even work with us to create a trust if you and your family don't already have one. And just like for custodial accounts, trust accounts, you'll be able to self-manage yourself or have them managed by our team on Robinhood strategies.
It's very cool. You know, I think you really have made a lot of progress in your assignment for me to not use any other brokerages. So, well done. You know,
I think it's pretty cool.
I do have some irrevocable trusts and maybe some 529s as well.
Well, we're on it, and there's a lot to build for your family. But we just went through a lot with Robinhood for Families, so let me quickly summarize. To recap, we've reimagined what a family investing experience should look like. You can think of Robinhood for Families as a suite of products that work cohesively together to bring you and your loved ones closer, one that will keep growing in the coming years. Today, we're rolling out the portfolio overview, custodial accounts, and what we think is the biggest advancement to gifting since Coca-Cola reinvented Santa Claus.
That's pretty big.
That was a big one. And then later this year, we'll be rolling out trust accounts, the family hub, and account sharing, enabling you to seamlessly bring your entire family into Robinhood. So we look forward to welcoming you to Robinhood for Families. Back to you, Vlad.
Thanks, Abhishek. And I want to thank all of you here for listening to our pre-boarding announcements. The plane, as you can see, finally ready for departure. So we'll begin boarding by once again inviting our passengers that have small children.
Duty free. Duty free. I got some duty free here.
No transatlantic trip is complete without duty free. What do you got in there?
Well, we're starting off with a Robinhood Stealth Bomber Jacket. Ordered here by one Taylor Brown. Is there a Taylor Brown here?
It's a very unique item.
Looks like it'll fit you perfectly.
We've been getting a lot of requests to restock and refresh our merchandise, maybe even from some people in this room, because a lot of people, believe it or not, want to be blanketed by Robinhood all over.
No blankets in here.
You don't have a blanket in there?
Maybe next time.
Okay. Well, we took it a step further. Really made what I think is the best retail brand out there for a financial company. Introducing the Robinhood Market. You saw in the Stealth Bomber Jacket that it will heavily feature our new brand color, Robin Neon. And we have some other neon items as well.
I think I can give you a glimpse of that new Robinhood neon color right here. Woo! That'll wake you up, right? This one was ordered for Jason Rivas. Jason?
All right, Jason.
Matches the badge. Looks good.
What else you got in there, Q?
Well, when you're making a family, and we have families traveling today, what's the one thing you need?
What about a nice rug to really tie the room together?
Sure. Probably not where I'd start, but how about a nice place to sit?
Okay.
What you're looking at right here is a custom-made chair from Waka Waka, the LA studio famous for handcrafted wood furniture.
No family is complete without one.
Beautiful neon with a stunning cylinder on the back. Give it a test drive.
The first Robinhood chair. You know, I think it's going to be a collector's item.
Well, you know, if we're going to put our color to work, it's got to be stylish and it's got to have flair. And this one was ordered by you.
Well, I was wondering if you would be leaking that information. But yeah, why don't I try it out? It's been a long pre-boarding process, you know. So these are just a few of the items that you'll find in the Robinhood Market. Scan the QR code to find the full catalog. They're all limited availability, so make sure to order anything you're interested in right away. And as a special thank you for flying with us today, Q is giving all of you $20 of store credit for every order in the next 24 hours, along with free shipping and handling. And by the way, I've been informed there's one item in the store that's actually $20, so you can go to town. Look at that. Long-term investment onesie.
If you're starting a family, this is what you need to start with.
How cute is that? All right.
That's all we got.
All right. So before I get back to the plane, I thought some of you might want to see the flight map so you get a better idea of where we're going. Now, you might be a little dizzy from all the announcements. We've revealed 15 products so far. So here's what's landing this quarter. And here's what's planned for Q2. And finally, we have a few products scheduled on the red-eye flight to Q3, although our engineers have been working really hard, so we might try to get some of those to you sooner. Also, I don't usually do this, but I want to tell you about a new aircraft that's joining the fleet. Actually, it's embarking on its maiden voyage in 2 days, Robinhood Ventures. So what is Robinhood Ventures, you might wonder? Well, it's about opening private markets to retail investors, which I find incredibly important. And we believe we found the best vehicle for it, a closed-end fund that we will take public on the New York Stock Exchange. So if you want to learn more and request shares for the Robinhood Ventures Fund 1 IPO, check out RVI on the Robinhood app. And you have until the end of day tomorrow. So the end of day tomorrow to request shares. So whatever your destination may be, I trust that these new additions to our fleet can help you reach it, also provide a lot of great memories along the way, especially now that the little ones are getting their wings and are welcome on board. So we know you have your choice of carriers. Thank you for entrusting Robinhood. And with that, the sky is calling. Let's get ready to take flight.
Okay, there you go. I found that shop before they told us about it. It is pretty easy to search, I guess. Yeah, the Waka Waka chair or whatever is $3,000 USD. Not $3,000 for an ugly chair. I don't know. Not my forte. But, you know, this is what you're able to do whenever you own your own business and you get to create whatever you want. I think it's cool of Vlad to do that. Am I going to be participating in the purchase of their merch? No. Does it look like I'm wearing some of their merch right now? Yes, but this is not, this one isn't for sale. I saw that in the comments. Someone said that's the same one that Tanner has on. No, sir. This is a limited edition 2024 Summit shirt, okay? They won't be selling this one. This is the one that I'm getting, you know, pit stains in, even though it's the higher the stock price goes, the more it's going to be valued. But I don't care. I'm not one for collecting. I'm one for enjoying. Stock is up 2.5%. Yeah. I actually really liked the products that they said. Some people were a little bit blown away, I think, at the high-end products that they were talking about. Like, who's going to buy that chair? I think the same people that are going to buy that chair are the same people that are having the SoFi Platinum card. They're targeting a very high-end customer. That's good. That's what you want for your brokerage. That's how we're going to bring on bigger deposits, is if, you know, and then if you put that up against other credit cards, what you end up seeing is that this is comparable to the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Amex Platinum card. Those are the cards that you should be comparing this against, which are extremely, extremely popular high-end cards from some of the biggest credit card companies in the world, okay? Chase Sapphire Reserve and Amex Platinum are extremely popular, but they don't offer nearly the benefits comparatively to what the Platinum card just showed off with the amount of, you know, essentially $3,000 worth of benefits if you take into account their, you know, the amount that you get off DoorDash or the amount that you get off of, you know, autonomous rides and these sort of things, or just the 5% cash back on travel, 5% cash back on dining, 10% cash back on hotels. That alone is going to pay for it if you travel a few times a year, let alone if you are an extremely frequent flyer. It would be practically a no-brainer to use anything else. Bet Amit buys the chair. I bet you he doesn't. That dude cares about money too much to buy some silly chair. At least that's what I would think. But how freaking great was that? So I saw some comparisons as well in terms of, oh, well, you know, a lot of these features in terms of the different types of accounts are already available at, you know, Schwab. But that is not, every product doesn't have to be, you know, better than Schwab's. I think where people who stay at Schwab or Fidelity or Vanguard or something like this, you want to make sure that, like, obviously they can see the benefits of switching to Robinhood, the commission-free trading, the all the legend tools and the great mobile app and the ability to have banking and credit cards and prediction markets all on one platform. You know, the high cash back, the deposit amounts, all of these things are a reason to switch, but then they might say, okay, but they don't have access to these accounts just yet. Or I won't be able to see my kid accounts or have a trust yet. They are trying to close the gaps on the reasons why people would say no, while also trying to boost up reasons why people are saying yes. Okay. So some of those products, probably half of those products, were just to say, hey, let's close the gap on reasons why you wouldn't change over. I didn't know what they meant by the $20 benefit for everything that's ordered in the next 24 hours. I checked and I did not see any a reduction in price. They wanted me to pay for something that was $20. But anywho, yeah, so this is the list. $250 DoorDash credit, $250 restaurant credit, 5% cashback on travel, 10% cashback on hotels, unlimited lounge access at 1,800 airports, plus global entry and TSA pre-check, health memberships with Aura, Function, Amazon One Medical, $250 autonomous auto credit as well. All that for $700? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a discount, but shipping is $20 to Toronto, my fellow Canadian brethren. I see. Maybe it didn't work for me. $700 is steep. No, it's for that type of customer. So it's not for everyone, but they are targeting a high-end customer. At least that's the way that I see it. You know, the same way that shopping for a McLaren or something like this is like, yeah, it's expensive, but that's not for everyone. Up 2.4% on this news. However, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that event. You guys, I think, heard Amit laugh on the thing. He is there. Many of the people that, do YouTube and stuff are there. I did not want to go. And because, like, why would you want to fly out? Like, I mean, the event is shorter than the flight one way. Crazy. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. Really do appreciate your time. Until next time, bye for now.